Good morning, everyone. I'm starting a little late, but a little early, if that makes sense. And I'm dirty. We'll explain that dirt in a different video. I put the dirty sweatpants back on. What am I looking for? A tripod. This is a mess. That's what this is. One big mess. I find it funny that I look like this right now. Oh, I forgot to put gloves on. We're gonna go no gloves because it's all shiny and new. Yeah, what I was saying was I feel weird that I look like this, and we own a soap company. But I figured if I'm gonna finish this job today, we had a brake issue with this truck. And I was in the process of doing the brakes. This will come out in another video, but that guy popped right there, which is inside here where the pistons push out. And to make a long story short, that one little like $5 rubber piece can't be bought. I had to buy this. The whole entire caliper needed to be replaced because that rubber piece got broken. The question is, do I use the new screw? We're gonna do that. We're gonna see if we can replace that screw with the new one that came with it. But now I dropped the washer on the ground somewhere. Sometimes we learn as we go. And that, I saw a comment in my little short video that I posted about doing the brakes. And it sounded like it might have been from another mechanic guy, or even a hobby mechanic like me, that said something like, hey, you might have broke it because you did it wrong, but at least you're in there trying, not just sending it to the shop. And that's where I'm like teaching the kids. Mom and I, Liz and I, are teaching the kids, failing's part of the process. Obviously make smart decisions. Don't be stupid. Don't get hurt. Or try not to. Uh-oh. It's not tight enough yet. But don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to get it wrong. So, I got it wrong and had to go buy this to fix it. So, it works though. It will definitely work after we get it in. This bent a little though. I'm worried about that. I gotta get it bolted back on down there. But we gotta get the pads in. That's next. Let's see if we can get brand new pads in. Oh, we need the clips. And then we need to hope there's a port on the back of this that I don't recognize. The other caliper didn't have that little port, and this one does. So it's kind of weird. I'm like, I hope that little port doesn't leak my brake fluid all over the place, because I've got nothing to plug the pipe into. So it's Saturday morning. I'm getting started with this. We'll do the barns in a minute. Letting everybody else kind of sleep in. Tyler and I got some projects to do this morning, and then we're going live with you guys if you're watching this on time and early, like if you're watching it when it's launched. So on September 26th, 2024, we are about a week away from our Christmas launch. Every year since COVID, we have changed to Black November instead of Black Friday. It all started when shipping was an issue, right? If you remember, during COVID, nothing shipped on time or quickly because everything was stuck, because they didn't have people to work the ports, and the shipping container issues and all this stuff going on. There was just a backlog of like everything. I mean, our moo stuffy got stuck in a container for almost 2 months, or stuck in a port. So we switched to Black November to give everybody more time, and it's been a good idea since then. The community likes it. You know, get some shopping done a little early. It works, helps us as a business, right? Because the whole reason Black November is called, or Black Friday is called what it is because most people are running in the red. You know, the way a business operates is you don't turn profit until late November. So that's why it's called black, because your books are starting to go into the black. You're actually starting to make money, which is very true in a lot of businesses. So yeah, we've never done this before. We've kind of done it here and there. Like in one video here, we'll talk about one soap, and in another video here, we'll talk about another soap, and in like Q&A, somebody ask a question about, hey, what lotion smells like, you know, what's your favorite? What's that lotion smell like? Because remember, we're selling things that you can't smell, and you have to read the description to get an idea of what it smells like, and sometimes that's pretty difficult to do. So we decided, let's do like a QVC that's more just informational, because you can't buy. It's not ready yet. But it gives you all a place to go back to if you wanted to, or just listen, be entertained, and understand what soaps are actually coming out. We got it. What soaps are coming out on Black November? What do they smell like? Maybe a story behind it. Liz will tell you stories. She'll tell you what the fragrances are and things like that. All right, here we go. This is the part that I was nervous about because it's already hitting. Oh, you piece of poop. I might have to swear once or twice, and I really don't want to do that on camera. It's moving on me. All right, we're gonna crank that like that for now. See if we can get this on where it needs to go. Wait a second. Does it go? Yeah, it goes this way. It's got to go way down there. Where the hell? I'm confused. Oh, I put that on backwards. I see what I did. I put this on wrong, guys. This guy. Where's my wrench? I put this guy, this is where the brake fluid comes from, and it's already oozing, and it's gonna get me all wet now. Shit. Oh, there I go. Let's get my grip back. This thing, we gotta squish this line. We gotta squeeze it. Squeeze it like a tourniquet. Don't let it bleed. Oh gosh. Don't let it bleed out. Squeeze that down. Oh no, I just broke my wrench. Oh gosh, come on. Squeeze, there we go. That'll stop the oil from coming out. But we're probably gonna drip again. We're dripping already all over the driveway. This has to get turned around. I put it on upside down. And I can't spin it because they put this square, like square nut on the top, which I don't even know if you guys can see. No, you can't, look. See, it's square, so I can't spin it. I have to take this off completely here. So yeah, so 2 o'clock today, a couple hours after you're watching this, it's got to go this way, like that. Because when this caliper goes on, that's up. I thought the other side was up. We're just going through every product. This is this lotion. This is this soap. This is, these were fun to make. These were really hard to make. Like, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to go through all that. It's not a official Q&A. A couple questions might get asked, but we're not really. Normally we tell you guys, if you send in a question on one of our Q&As, we will stay live on a Q&A as long as we have to answer all the questions that come in. And we're not that big, so we get 20 questions maybe. This is what I mean, that port, I don't know what that is. I hope brake fluid doesn't fill up in here and then start spilling out that, because I got nothing to plug that with. The old caliper didn't have that. It's like some fancy new upgrade or something. And the old one didn't have it. All right, here, that's right there. Gotta get this bolt in here to hold it so I don't have to. Is it holding it? Yeah, it's starting to. I also gotta turn the wheel. I'll be right back. Let's turn the steering wheel. Is that any better? It's like you guys are my team here, helping me out. Okay. Yes, that was definitely better. I can see. All right, so we'll tighten that down once I get the wrench. Or the impact. Uh-oh. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here's the one. Yeah, so that'll be fun. That'll be like a 2 to 4 o'clock today. I know somebody, their son is getting married. And they're like, yo, he's getting married at 5. This is perfect. I could watch you guys. Like, that's funny. I think you're going to be a little busy. I don't think you're going to make, you're going to make it to our little Q&A. I think you're just going to enjoy the wedding stuff. All right, this gets hooked here, so those stay out of the way. All right, I gotta go find the impact to tighten those down. By the way, Santa, if you're watching, thank you. This tool right here, I'm gonna get like emotional. It was actually bought a few years ago by a villager for Tyler, and like we use it all the time, and little things like that help. Like, you know, we gotta sell a lot of soap to make this operation work. And when tools like that are like, hey, I don't need soap. I buy enough soap from you guys. I don't need lotion. I have enough lotion. But I want to help. And they buy us something like this. Like, that's just, it's crazy. Liz has a microwave, right? In our lotion room. And I know if you're watching and listening, one of the villagers that has been here since, and we say villager, like that's our followers, that has been here since the beginning, like 5+ years since we started to go live. That person bought us a microwave because we need it sometimes to like melt some wax real quick, because we're not going to use the burners or whatever. The microwave's been here 5 years. It's used almost every day. And that person basically has their hand in our business, like emotionally, if you think about it, every day. And I don't think that person knows that until this video now. And if they're watching, Liz thinks about you like every day. It's like one of those little like, oh my God, you know? We were starting out, I got laid off during COVID, money was tight. It was the whole like, oh poop, what are we gonna do? We just lost all our income. And you guys were like, please make goat milk soap. And Liz was like, I don't know. I'm not sure. And then she said, okay, fine. If I make goat milk soap, I'm making it my way. It's not going to be traditional goat milk soap. It's going to be art. It's going to be an outlet for, you know, it's going to be a therapeutic outlet. It's going to be a creative outlet. I'm going to get the goats involved. Like, their names are going to be, it's just, it's going to push my creative envelopes. It's going to, We didn't know it was going to turn into collector items. That we didn't know was going to happen, but it's super cool. Oh, I just dropped it in my brake fluid bucket. Oh yeah, that's not cool. All right, well, I was trying to put all these back on. So yeah, some of you, the little things, like when you guys were asking, what else do you need to run the farm? I don't want to buy some soap. I want to buy you guys something else. And it is funny in business. I was actually just talking to Daniel about this down in Oklahoma, that I have to find, because we try to operate this business. You know what? We'll finish this conversation after I put this all back together. All right, wait a second. Because you guys are here for this one take wonder video, meaning I'm not editing, I need one more clip for another video I'm working. So you're gonna watch a little behind the scenes of another video I'm working. And so just pretend you're not watching this video. Are you ready? Okay, it's all fixed. Look at that, it's done. It's fixed. I fixed it. It's beautiful. I didn't fix it. I had to buy a new one. So, as you guys just watched, I struggled for like 2 hours trying to get this little boot back on, and I broke it. So we had two options. We could have ordered this boot, but it would have came with 2 boots and another thing. It was like a $30 fix-it kit. But it was $20 in shipping, so that's $50. It was coming from California, so it would have taken ground shipping. Could have taken a week to get here. I didn't have a week because I got to go pick up coffee soon for the Christmas rush. I need the truck because the coffee order is so big. So I was like, I don't have a week. He's like, all right, so you're $50 on rebuild and another hour in the garage trying to get this back in, and you might poke another hole through it, or for $150, you could buy a whole new fancy shiny caliper, which has everything brand new on it. I said, give me the new caliper. I'm going to go home and get this thing fixed. So that's what we did. Okay, that video's over now. We're back to here, and I'll talk to you about that whole in business thing when I come back. I'm still not done, so I'm back. So what I was trying to say is when you want to operate a very lean business, meaning not a ton of overhead. One of the reasons we haven't built our building yet, you know, to be able to make soap and lotion at a much bigger scale, in a much nicer building and out of the house. And don't get me wrong, we're approved. We have our license. The FDA inspects us, all that. That's all cool. But to have more space, the building cost a fortune. Because we would have to bring in well and septic. And based on our last quote, spend like $50,000, $60,000 just on cement alone for the floor. Like, it's crazy. So we're like, goes back to an analogy during COVID that was put on one of the podcasts I listened to. And you guys can answer this question in the comments below if you wanted to, or just answer it in your own head. Would you rather make $120,000 a year, hate Monday and love Friday, or make $60,000 a year and don't give a shit what day it is because you're doing what you love and you can feed your family and you can pay your bills? Which one would you rather have? Right? So that's why it's like, what do you really want? How big do you really want to get? But the other part of it is trying to find something. Tim Ferriss from the book 4 Hour Workweek. Try to find something in your business that when you sell it, you personally, which in this case would be Liz and I, don't actually get busier. Now that sounds weird, right? You know, we sell a Arms Family soap order, we get a lot busier, especially when it's right on top of Christmas season. You know, that conversation, you know, is an amazing one because it showed us what we can do as a team and how efficient we can be, and, you know, where do we adjust? What do we adapt to? How do we make this delivery happen? If you didn't watch DJ, that's Daniel's wife, DJ, if you didn't watch her newest video, she literally basically told you why I hand delivered, why Liz and I decided to set it up where I'll drive to Oklahoma to deliver. She basically said FedEx delivered their stuff to the wrong address. Another company just threw their stuff at the door. I wasn't taking that risk. No way. Personally, I didn't want to take that risk to ruin a friendship, because Daniel and I have a friendship that goes back, you know, and business-wise, I didn't want to take that risk. So I'm like, Liz, and she agreed. She's like, I don't trust these shipping companies, you know? I mean, at some point we might have to. I don't think we're hand delivering every order to anybody. If somebody else calls me and is like, we're based in Florida and we want to buy a couple thousand bars of soap. Yeah, I don't think the hand delivering thing is going to happen every time. But she literally said it. FedEx ruined it. She doesn't want to use FedEx anymore. I mean, it shows the reason we did that. So, what do you find? What do you sell that makes it so no matter how much you sell, you actually don't get busier? It, you know, got t-shirts, mugs in our world, because we, you know, hats, things like that, because we use an outside vendor, right? We use ordered on demand. So all that stuff, if you buy from us, it's basically made after you order it. That's why it could take a little longer. I'm just doing this because it's quieter. I'll pause the camera and use the actual tightener in a minute. Yeah, so that's what, but we're not going to sell that many t-shirts, enough to, it's such a small part of our business. All right, I'm actually going to possibly lower the truck now because I need the tires on the ground so it doesn't spin. But yeah, so what else can you sell that like makes it so if you sell 100 of them or 1,000 of them, it doesn't matter? You personally, Liz and I, the business is not, time is not part of the equation. Soap, time is part of the equation. We will never be making, you know, 3,000 reindeers for anyone. You know, when Liz makes reindeer soap, she don't make that many in a scale of like, you know, the simple suds. So yeah, what do? You just got to think about it. Think about what you can offer someone that as it scales, it doesn't affect your time to be a human, basically. I almost feel obligated. Like I just did the brake. I did a whole brake job on this truck. Well, whole brake job, not really. 2 fronts, and a full caliper replacement, which by the way, mark that down on my list of things I now know how to do, because I've never done one, which just makes sense to replace the whole caliper. I just felt weird leaving this rim so dirty. Problem is I don't have water over here. I don't have a garden hose. Our garden hose actually broke. That's close to this side of the house. It froze and snapped and caused a flood in our soap storing area. But earlier this season we realized it, so we shut it all down. I just haven't had time to go and fix it. That again, I could just write a check and let somebody else do it. It's just not there. Don't want to do that right now. It's not a priority. So we have not done that. Yeah, that looks a little cleaner. Okay, I'm back and I woke up the kid. We gotta go get some gas for some things. We had a little get together last night right there. That was super cool. I actually might put heaters in the roof because we had the little, yes, okay. Pause for a minute. You guys are probably freaking out. Super dry, red flag warning. Are you guys even here? Oh yeah, you are here. Okay. But that's a little gas fire table, you know, where you click the button and it makes a little, it's like running a candle. Olivia asked, and we're like, no, it's fine because it doesn't drop embers on the ground. We can click a button and turn it off. And it was good, but we were cold still. And I was like, 48 degrees out. So they make these patio heaters that can go up in the ceiling. That again, you can just click a button, throw out some heat, and we're all chit-chatting, hanging out there, making pizzas. Which, by the way, another villager bought us pizzas. That has to be in the top 5 best gift ever. I'm a pizza man, and those are good. So, yeah, that was a good time. But another thing that I've always wanted to do more of, and I can't, and yes, I use the word I and not we there. If you don't know me and you're new and you just came over from Arms family, or you came over and you found us just randomly, I am not afraid to admit dyslexia all day long. You know, adult ADD, you name it, I got all of it. I got every acronym in the planet. But the dyslexia part and the reading part become very difficult. You don't see me posting on Facebook, writing amazing stories like Liz does. I can't do that. So when it comes to writing another book, the Moo book was an amazing project. It was more of a legacy play than a currency, if that makes sense, because it was very cost demanding. Lots of vendors. You know, we had the artist we had to pay. We had the company that printed it. We had another guy that we literally had to pay just to help us lay out the words as into where do they go on the page, what fonts to use. It was not a very profitable project. We still have a couple hundred of them in stock. But writing a book is like, and they say it in the business world, writing a book is not a good business plan, because it's like, I gotta throw hay here still and drop some grain in the buckets over there. Writing a book is kind of like trying to become a professional baseball player. What I mean by that is if there's 1,000 people that write a book, one of them is actually going to become successful. Whatever you mean by successful. Do they sell a whole bunch? Do they make money? You know what happens? It's not a very cost-effective way to go, if you know what I mean. Very few succeed, whatever success is. And in our world, the Moo book was legacy. We wanted it. We're like, if we could just break even, that's success to us. But what I'm trying to say is it is a business model that the busier you get, you don't get busier, right? Because it's all printed, it's all done for you. You did it once, and now it's like, can you get people to find it? So that's kind of ideas Liz and I are thinking about. And then Greta comes up with some good ideas sometimes. Lucy, too. Yep. Okay, girls. I'll just get your... I'm running a little low, girls. So we're getting a light breakfast today. Oh, and only 2 feeders. Oh. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. There's nothing in it yet. Ow. There we go. Okay. We'll go with 3 feeders. Little there. Little there. There we go. That's enough. All right, I'll let you guys watch them while I go throw some hay to their hay feeders. Here, we'll see if that works. It's a little crooked. Sorry, you're crooked. Well, you're gonna stay crooked. Girls, I threw you hay. You actually got second cut today. Yes, you did. Yep, you'll like it. You got to get inside and go get it. All right, that's it. That's all I got for this morning. I switched them to second cut in that barn because, as you see, I threw some bales out. I got to bring those over to the other barn because I can't believe we went through 70 bales of hay in about 16, 18 days. It's been real fast. It's crazy. We've never seen it that fast before. So we got to get more hay. We're actually talking to the farmer we bought hay from to see if he can give us like 20 bales of hay from a different field. Because sometimes it can be one field to another. Or maybe he cut it a little shorter. It wasn't super long and stocky. So we're gonna try that. He might not have that till Monday though. So I got to steal out of that barn to pay that barn. Steal from Peter to pay Paul, kind of thing. And then we might pull in some hay from Pennsylvania, which I think I said, which is another farm about an hour north of here. So we're working on that for like 2 weeks from now. But that's it. We're gonna go. We got the boat awnings off yesterday, so that's getting winterized and then covered and getting out of here. Tyler's got to get rid of the go-karts. We're trying to sell some of those, clean up. It's like in the winter on a farm, it's survival mode. Like that's what you do. You start hooking up the heaters. You start making sure all your animals can survive through the winter. It's also cleanup mode. What do we not want in the way if we get snow? And we can't have any of this in the way if we get snow, including Quinn's notebook from school. Like, go figure.
Where are we supposed to get snow?
We're not getting snow. My point is, we're prepping. We have to prep all that because you never know, even though this year it's going to be 80 degrees on Halloween. But we have had it snow on Halloween before. So that's it. We're done. We're out. And
hopefully the truck works.
Yeah, hopefully the brakes on the truck work. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.